YouTube, what's good? YouTube, what's good? What's going on? Hopefully everything is going well with you guys. It's your guy one more time, Desert L. Hicks Jr. And I appreciate you guys for stopping back by the channel. A Smell Good family. Hopefully you guys are well, doing great, doing good. Positive energy, positive vibes, all positives going on for you guys sincerely. All right, you know how we give it up here on this channel. We just want good vibes and positive vibes. That's all. Okay. All right. So today is a versus challenge, a versus video. Once again, you know, I kind of not purposely chilled on the versus videos for a while, but now we're kind of picking back up. All right, so this week's versus has been requested actually. All right, and I did have it on my docket to get to, but I said why not get to it now. All right, so today we're dealing with from the house of YSL, Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent. All right, so today we're dealing with two fragrances that are one in the same. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into the battle today. First up, coming out of the left corner, all right, we have a staple, a titan in the fragrance community, had been around for a long time until its untimely demise. We have from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, YSL EDT 2017. 2017 coming out of this corner. All right, coming out of this corner, all right, we have the new representative, the new staple, the new flagship, so to speak, of the Yves Saint Laurent line. All right, we have the 2022 version of YSL EDT. EDT. So that's right, guys. So today's versus battle is between the 2017 and the 2022 versions of YSLY, the EDT. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the battle. Now, why battle these two? Well, you know, in my community where I talk to people mostly about fragrances, it is a debate. Some say the 2017 is better, the 2022 is better, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, why the new version? All of you by now have probably heard why did they make a 2022 version. If you have not heard, there were some chemicals that come with, I guess jurisdiction of fragrances, what oils and what notes and accords you can and cannot use. And the 2017 version of YSL EDT fell underneath some caution. All right, so they either had to get rid of it or they had to remaster it, reproduce it, and put it out as a different product under the same name. And that's what they did, creating that 2022 version. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into 2017, and we'll jump into 2022, and then we'll ultimately come out with the winner, so to speak, of this versus battle. All right, so let's go ahead and get into 2017. Now, for me, 2017, the YSL I hadn't had this one that long. Matter of fact, I just picked it up Valentine's weekend in my local dealers. Wild steal for it. I got it for $40 in my local dealers. Me and my wife were out, you know, smelling some fragrances and doing some shopping on Valentine's evening, and they had them over there, basically getting rid of them. And at that time, I didn't know it was coming, that they were going to be, you know, reintroducing a 2022 version. So I went ahead and grabbed me a full bottle because I hadn't had it. At that point, I just had the EDP and the Le Parfum. So to get this and get home and smell it, I was thrilled with my purchase for $40, a 100 ml bottle of YSL. Yes, please. Okay, so upon smelling it, I was taken aback, man. I loved it. Just more of that YSL DNA, which is so present, and I understood the EDP and the Le Parfum even that much more. All right, so this one just turned right away into a just chilling fragrance, man. I would just throw this on to run some errands. It was getting a little warmer out going into March, so you know, springtime, throwing this on to run some errands, you know, lounging around the house, just trying to get to know the fragrance, man. And I ended up falling in love with it rather quickly. Okay, the Y line is just a staple, man. It's just a staple. The EDP gets all the love, but the Eau Fraiche and the EDT and the Le Parfum, they deserve as much love as well. All right, so now let's get into the notes of this, and then we're talking about, you know, the longevity, how it performs, and all that, just for me. All right, so for the 2017, let's get this thing going. For the 2017 version, what do we got here? So some of the main accords: an aromatic, fresh, citrusy, Fresh, spicy, ambery, green, aldehydic, woody, fruity, warm, spicy fragrance. All right. Up top, you get you some aldehydes: bergamot, ginger, mint, and lemon. In the mids, green apple, violet leaf, sage, pineapple, geranium. And in the base, you get some ambergris, some musk, some cedar, some vetiver, some balsam fir, and some incense. So a bunch of notes. But what I get the most out of this is I get the lavender, I get the green apple, I do get this woodsy nuance in this, and then the ambergris. The ambergris and the aldehydes are doing the dance in this one. That compared to 2022, which we'll get to, this is the more balanced of the two for me. All right, coming out, the atomizer just so balanced, so well-rounded with this one. Now, longevity for me, I get about 6 or 7 hours with this one right here, the 2017 version. Projection is strong. It comes out kicking, man. That first hour and a half, maybe close to 2 hours, this thing is just, kicking. And then once we get on the other side of that 2 hours, it does start to die down significantly. Kind of gets some more closer to the vest scent, and then eventually around that 5th hour, it becomes a skin scent, and then it just kind of dwindles away as it continues to go. But overall, for me, I really enjoyed the 2017. I was a little dumbfounded, at the price that I got it for, but then I understood. Why and what was on the way, and I was really glad that I was able to get me a bottle of the 2017 for sure. So aldehydic, you get the lavender, you get the green apple, the ambergris is showing up in here for sure, and it's just a nice warm weather fragrance that's very versatile for anything. To the office, out on dates, out and about, whatever it is you got going on. To the gym, if you want to spray two sprays to the gym and go, cool. Fresh out the shower, boom boom, cool. You can really do a lot with this fragrance, and I really enjoy it. And this is a staple for sure. All right, so let's move on to the 2022 version. Okay, so why the difference? Well, initially I didn't plan on getting me a full bottle of the 2022 version. I was good with the 2017. How did I acquire a full bottle? Well, my birthday had just passed not too recently, and my mother, somehow, some way got it right, and she bought me a gift set of the 2022 version of the YSL EDT. So when I got it, I was surprised, but I was excited. I was like, okay, all right, I appreciate that, mama, appreciate that. I got the 2017 and the 2022. Let's start comparing. That was the first thing that I came up with. All right, so this one right here, it's different, and I'm going to tell you why it's different. Let's go ahead and get into the notes and the chords, and then we're going to tell how I feel about this version. All right, so this version, YSL EDT, came out obviously this year in 2022. Some of the main accords: aromatic, fresh, spicy, ambery, warm, spicy, aldehydic, lavender, citrus, fresh, vanilla, and woody. All right, so a couple different accords from 2017 that are obviously in 2022. All right, let's go ahead and get into what's in this fragrance. Up top, you get aldehydes, bergamot, and ginger. In the mid, lavender, geranium, and clary sage. And then in the heart, which things switch up, vanilla, olibanum, ambergris, and cedar. All right, that's what you get down in the notes with this one. All right, so they had a promo line, and I haven't heard it as of late, but this was supposed to be 12 hours beachly performance with this one right here. That was the thing going around with this fragrance. All right, so for me, I will say, performance-wise, it's a better performer than 2017. Longevity-wise, it has more longevity than the one in 2017. And the reason I think that is they really amped up the ambergris and the aldehydes in this thing. Do you get much vanilla in the base? No. Do you get this fresh, spicy accord? Yes. The olibanum is kind of floating around there faintly, but you can pick it up. Of course, the lavender is present for sure as well, but I just think the motion of more is here with 2022. And what I mean by that is it is more powerful, long lasting, more longevity, more check. It is. It just is. All right. Now, smell wise, it smells different. It does. It's slightly different in the openings, and then it's different on its dry down, but you won't be mistaken that this is YSL. You won't be. if you really tested your nose and smelled a lot of things and really into this, like most of us are who are watching this video, then you'll understand what I mean by that. All right, so how can I tell the two apart? I can't. All right, I have them labeled. All right, at the bottom, you see I have the 2017 sticker, and then on this one I have the 2022 sticker, just so I don't, if we can get that focus, the light, it doesn't want to cooperate. It does not want to cooperate today. Whatever. All right, it doesn't want to cooperate, so has a 2022 on this side. So let's get into which one I prefer more. All right, 2017 definitely has its wins. 2022 definitely has its wins. But for me overall, am I going to wear both of these? Yes, I am going to wear both. But when it comes down to it, each of these is going to have their place. Now, hear me out. Going to the office, going out and about, running around, I probably wear the 2022. Why? Well, it has a little bit more value there, with more longevity, more performance. It projects just a little bit better for sure. The 2017 is going to turn into a cozy scent for me. Fresh out the shower, maybe even to the gym. Chilling around the house. That's what this one is going to serve a purpose on. So both of these are going to serve a purpose. Now, which one am I going to go with overall to win this battle? Well, I'm going to go to 2017. Even though I like the 2022. But I'm going to go to 2017. Reason being, man, the way that lavender and that green apple really come off mixing around with those aldehydes and that ambergris, it's more balanced. It's more, I'm gonna say a little bit more smoother. It's not as in your face and loud and dominantly strong as the 2022 comes off, which I don't dislike. I do like that it does have that. But all in all, pound for pound, toe to toe, which version do I like the best? Which version is the winner of this versus battle, in my opinion? I'm gonna go with the 2017. The 2017 version, okay? Now, for you guys out there, you want beastly projection, performance, and more performance than you got with your 2017, get the 2022. It's gonna provide that for you, and it's gonna be noticeable, and it's gonna be roaring, all right? It's gonna not creep up on anyone. It's gonna make itself known when you're in the presence of other people for sure with that 2022 version. Both great fragrances. The 17 is obviously discontinued. They do have some bottles out there that you can find. If you can find them, grab your bottle, because sooner or later, a year from now, a 2017 version probably be $200, $300. That's how it goes, man. And then obviously you can get the 2022 for around 90 bucks, maybe at that $100 mark. Just depends on where you're at for sure. All right, so you choose which one is better for you. I would love to know down in the comments which one you guys prefer. All right, is it the 2017 or is it the 2022? I would love to know which one you guys are leaning towards. Have you smelled both? Have you, do you want more information about which one should you pick? Cool, maybe down in the comments and we could definitely talk about it for sure. So today's winner, today's versus champion is 2017 version of Yves Saint Laurent's YSL Y. The EDT. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, this versus battle, okay? Hopefully you got something out of it for sure. And as always, I appreciate you guys for stopping by and watching. My Smell Good family, I appreciate y'all for sure, man. Thank y'all for all y'all do, watching these videos, liking them, sharing them. It really means a lot, man. If you would like to be a member of the Smell Good family, it's very simple. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe, and meet me down in the comments, man, and we can talk about what you love and what I love. And that's fragrances for sure. All right, so until next time, be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next fragrance video.